What's up, guys? Paul and I are doing something really cool this week. It's actually not concrete, but we still think it's interesting. We wanted to document a few things and let you know what we're doing. And before the safety folks get really aggravated with me and get out your torches and pitchforks because I'm not wearing a hard hat, I'm not actually allowed to have a hard hat up here where I'm at. I have to put it in a little bin up here on the stairwell before I get up here. But we're at a copper mine this week, and what this process is, I'm gonna try and put it in very layman terms. They're digging out of the ground. What they dig out of the ground is maybe 20% copper, less than 20%. They send it through a processing plant, and by the time they're done with it, it's about 50% copper. They extract a bunch of stuff out of it. And so then it gets mixed with water, and it gets pumped here to where I'm standing at these concentrate tanks. It goes from a concentrate tank to a filtration plant where it's further filtered into more pure copper, where it's then sent to smelters to make copper products. That's very layman terms. So what we're doing here with Acti-Gel is normally when it gets pumped from the concentrate tanks to the filtration plant, it's about 50 to 55% solids. What we're trying to do with Acti-Gel is we're going to raise those solids up to at least 60% without raising pump pressures, without wearing out equipment, and just increase production. If anybody else knows how high copper is, you know, with a 20% increase in production, that's a lot of money for a mine. So that's what we're doing today. And so what I'm sitting on one tank, and each of these tanks is 187,000 gallons capacity. And so from our calculations with the percent solids and the volume of the tank, this tank that I'm standing on was about 90% at capacity. And so we're dosing this tank right here with a little over 1,000 gallons of Acti-Gel. It'll take us maybe an hour to dose the entire tank, to pump all that off, and then it'll be several hours that they'll pump this out and send it to the filtration plant. Another cool thing, the filtration plant is about 7 miles away. So they're pumping this stuff 7 miles to the other plant. And so it's a lot of wear and tear on pipes, it's a lot of wear and tear on equipment, so we're trying to increase their production without wearing and tearing more equipment. So that's pretty cool. So that's what we're doing this week. We'll probably post more updates as we have them, but just want to give you all a little introduction to what we're doing this week.